I'm Dr. Karen Perkins, and we are live in Largo, Florida at the Speaking Empire Amplify event here at their new event center. And isn't it beautiful here?
It's gorgeous.
But you know, it's even more beautiful inside and out is Michelle Ray.
Oh,
I am so excited to be here with you.
Thank you.
And I'm really, really sad about what it is that you had to go through so that you could learn all of this wonderful wisdom to share with us. But I so appreciate that you have that wisdom. Now, real quick, Michelle had the awesome opportunity, not awesome, to deal with identity theft, but she found the way to beat the system that was beating us. And so that's what you're doing now, is sharing with other people how to beat the system, right?
Pretty much, yeah. There's a lot of things that people don't realize, you know, their rights and things that they can do to keep from having to lose their money and lose their homes and having creditors come after them, you know, legally, you know, once the bank sells your debt, the creditors cannot come after you.
Yeah.
If you don't acknowledge it, if it doesn't exist, they can't, there's nothing that they can do.
Yeah, so a lot of great knowledge there. If you were to give us one strategy that we could use today, what would that strategy be?
Boy, there's just so many things. Just do your homework before you get caught up into any kind of scammy stuff, or because that's how it turns into identity theft, because people will suck you in. They prey on elderly people, unemployed, underemployed, people that are already living in very, very, humble existence and are barely making it month to month, paycheck to paycheck. That's who they go after, because they make promises of a better life and and things of that nature. And it really is ugly, and the banks don't do their part to stop it. And it's like, it's so out of control at this point that the state of Utah they actually make them register like a sex offender. If you're a repeated fraud offender, you have to file now.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, and so tell me, do you do personal coaching for people who want to make sure they don't go through this? Do you do presentations for organizations that want to help their membership? Do you do both?
I just want to be part of the solution and help, put a force behind stopping it, because this devastates people.
Yeah.
I mean, it is devastating. You work your whole life just to have somebody come along and wipe you out. I mean, it doesn't get more inhumane than that, if you ask me.
No.
These are like our Vietnam vets, and these are elderly people. I mean, what kind of person does that? Okay.
One that needs somebody like you to battle against them and know what the ways are. So if I want to prevent it, you're my coach, you're my mentor. If I've had it happen, you can help me through the steps of what I need to do to legally get the actions taken care of that need to be taken care of, right?
What you need to do legally, and if the banks or creditors are coming after you, how to get it to stop dead in its tracks, and how to win. If they do sue you, I know how to win. I know court procedure, and I've been through all of it. So,
well, you're the woman that everybody needs to know in this realm.
A lot of people can't afford an attorney, so you have to, it's a fact that 90% of all lawsuits that are filed are won by the banks or the creditors, because people simply do not answer to the allegations. So they win by default. And they file, like Discover Bank their attorney filed 150 lawsuits in my district, in my county, the same day he filed against me. You know how much money that is if you take the average person who owes even $5,000 times how many attorneys? in one county, in one court.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is a staggering. It is a staggering amount of money that the banks are stealing.
Yeah.
That they don't even have the right to.
Well, so she's like, you're our own little personal Aaron Brockovich. That's what you are.
I mean, I every time I speak to the bank, I'm like, I will not pay. You will not get a penny out of me. I will fight this to the death. And that's just, sometimes you just have to be that way. I mean, may try to ruin your credit, but they have to prove. They have to show proof.
Yeah. So if you're somebody who's ever said, I wish I had someone who understood and knew, I need help, I can't afford the attorney, or I don't trust the attorney,
right.
One or the other, then, Michelle's the person you want to contact. And how do they get in touch with you so that you can work with them?
In the 4%.com.
4%.com or the 4%?
In the 4%.
In the 4%.com.
Yeah, the number 4. We'll have them.
Okay.
It's going to be down below.
Right there. So in the 4%.com, and they can get in touch with you there, and you can help them and work your magic with them.
Or Michelle at inthe4%@gmail.com.
Okay. Michelle at inthe4%
at
gmail.com. Michelle, bless you and thank you so much.
We got to stick together.